Karan and Roshan, welcome to London Festival. How does it feel for your movie, A Nice Indian Boy, to have this great critical reception and film festival recognition?
It feels amazing. You know, when you make something, you always want it to be watched. And the great thing about film festivals is they're film lovers. And these are huge theaters. Yesterday we screened for over 300 people in this beautiful theater. Tomorrow we have almost 400 people. So it's like such a special experience. And we love the movie so much. And it's a movie made for audiences. So it's really fun to watch it with them.
And Roshan, what?
Yeah, we feel so grateful. It's not an easy thing to get a rom-com into film festivals because they don't always feel like they belong there. So we've been really grateful at the reception.
Definitely. And for Roshan, this is a profound and unique movie that's very personal and touching. And were there any hurdles you had to overcome writing and directing? And what did you ultimately take away from the whole creation process of this film?
There were no creative hurdles. That was the most intuitive, easy thing for both of us. Like, it really just felt like it was meant to be, us working on this project and us making it. The biggest hurdle was racism. It's Hollywood is so institutionally racist that you cannot get a movie like this financed without a meaningful, quote-unquote, white actor. And only white actors are considered meaningful in terms of their foreign sales potential. So if Jonathan Groff had not said yes to a movie called A Nice Indian Boy, then it would not have been financed. We were very fortunate that he did say yes. If he hadn't, we would have been out of options. And that, I think, is the really, really tough thing. And the only thing that I still bear a certain amount of resentment about, which you can probably tell, is why is our humanity so fundamentally undervalued? Why don't we matter enough to finance movies? Why are our stories regarded as niche? And I've now made 3 movies with Indian leads, and I feel like I have suffered for that choice every single time. And it's completely ludicrous. It's also something we take for granted, that most entertainment has white leads, but I don't, because I just find it completely insane. So I'm constantly calling it out and talking about it.
And this is a hilarious film, but it's also a heartfelt one. What inspired you to utilize comedy in this manner to portray Indian family life and dynamics?
I think the immigrant experience is one of comedy. And anytime it's like dark or melancholy or tragic, it just feels wrong because it's mainly funny. People from India are just funny. And then Karan is a comedian, so it was natural that would sneak its way into the tone.
Karan, you've played iconic Indian characters in mainstream cinema, Durpinder and Spider-Man in India. How does it feel to be the man behind characters that are tokens for Indian representation in Hollywood, and how can we increase that?
I feel very lucky. Those are just jobs I auditioned for and I was lucky enough to get. So each with those things, especially Spider-Man most recently, I just feel very lucky. And with both those projects, they empowered me to improvise and bring my own voice to it. And I think that's a strong reason why it felt more unique and original, because a lot of times these, like he said, worlds and movies are created by people of color. It's mostly white people. And so when they open the door and they're like, what do you think and what do you want to do? I think it makes for richer, better stuff. So both those projects felt very creative, and you never know how it's going to be received. No one thought Deadpool 1 was going to be watched by that many people. I was like inspiring to watch Ryan work because he does the same thing. He brings a lot of his own personality to that character, and no one else can play it like him. So it's very inspiring, and that's what I try to do. If I get those opportunities and they're open to it, I try to bring a little bit of myself to it and hope that that'll connect.